Hi and welcome to our channel Hitbullseye. So today is the day that we all were waiting for. IIM Bangalore had announced the CAT-2022 results, and not on a surprising mode, this year is again the engineer's year. 11 candidates secured 100 percentile, and out of which 10 were the engineers. And again, 99.99 percentile candidates, most of them were engineers. So, all congratulations to the CAT aspirants this year who scored immensely great in this year, this CAT 2022, and all the best for your VAT or interview session. We have one engineer with us who has not only made his friends, his parents, his family proud, but also he has added a feather to our cap as well. Yes, he is Himanshu, who is a Hitbullseye student, and he secured 99.56 percentile. He is a PEC pass out, which is Punjab Engineering College in 2019 with the electrical engineering. He is a working professional with 3 years of experience as an associate consultant in ZS Associates. So, I would like to introduce Himanshu. How are you feeling right now?
Ma'am, I'm really feeling really excited about the result, and I'm also excited about the next step, right? Because this is just the first step, and I would like to take this opportunity to thank my parents and all the teachers who helped me get this achievement.
Absolutely, Himanshu. I'm sure that your parents, your family, and we are also proud for your achievement. So it must be so hard for you, Himanshu, that you are working professional and you were preparing for CAT. So, how's your journey so far?
Ma'am, since as you mentioned, I'm a working professional, I prepared for CAT in about 3 months, for which I took about 3 months sabbatical, right? So I dedicated all my 3 months to CAT, preparing for CAT.
Wow, that's wonderful. So you actually took sabbatical of 3 months to prepare for CAT, and which is why definitely all your hard work paid off. So Himanshu, what was the most important part of your journey so far in CAT preparation? Definitely, what was the most important part?
Ma'am, if I divide my most important part in two sections, one was getting accustomed from a corporate sector back to a student sector, right? I had to make my mind right to gain study from being in a corporate to going again to study.
Absolutely.
The second part was completing the syllabus. Since the time was very short, the second was part was to get in confidence in myself that I can do it, right? For that, I needed to complete a lot of syllabus in short amount of time,
Yes,
right?
yes.
And also preparing not only quantitatively but also qualitatively. The number of questions, type of questions, right? Those need to be covered entirely.
So have you given the CAT exam before?
You can say this is my first attempt while studying. I
Okay.
gave it a few years back just to gauge the waters
All
and
right.
to see where I stand.
Okay. So, till now, so far, if I ask you, which section was considered to be the strength or which was the weakness in the CAT this year?
Quant was my strongest section.
Okay.
DILR, you can say it was fluctuating in between,
Okay.
right? Sometimes it got very good, but sometimes it fluctuated.
Okay.
Verbal, you can say it was weak initially,
Okay.
but in last month of CAT preparation, I tried to work on it a lot, right, to improve my accuracy and get good results in it. Yeah.
Okay, okay, perfect, Himanshu. So, and because lot of our aspirants, they keep on asking us that what is an ideal number of practicing mock. So, how many mocks did you practice?
I gave exactly 37 mocks,
Oh wow.
of which around 10 to 12 mocks were in the last 10 days of CAT itself, right? So it was basically giving mock test. Since my slot was around 4:30, so I gave my mock at 4:30 and around 4 to 6 hours of reviewing what happened in the mock, what went well, what didn't went well, how can improve, and next day mock I try to improve it as much as possible.
My question is, how did you remember this exact number 37?
I was actually counting it, so
Oh,
actually my
that's
target was to get near as much as possible, right? To get near to 40 number, so
okay.
that I achieved.
Perfect, Himanshu. So, of course, after scoring this well in your CAT, what are the colleges that you are currently aiming at?
I'm currently aiming for the top colleges. I am A, B, C, and FMS. If I get
Okay.
calls from them,
You will surely. I all my best endeavors to you.
thank you.
So again, any quick message, any quick tips that you want to give to the CAT aspirants who will be giving the CAT next year? I really want you to share a bit of your journey and what tips or what messages that you had followed in your CAT preparation.
Definitely. So the first element is the family support and dedicating particular hours to study. Right, you need to have complete focus. You cannot deviate from it. Right. So in my particular experience, I tried to cut off social media. I didn't even meet my friends for 1.5 months. Right, and even my family friends were supportive. Right, that you need to study. You need to study. Right. So that is one element, to have dedicated hours, have a good connect with the teachers, right? With the mentors, have one-on-ones with them of how it's going, and they can support you accordingly, right? And the most crucial aspect is mock tests, right? You cannot definitely miss those. And the first element is quantity, right? You need to give as many mock tests as possible. If you're starting now, right? So I think the students starting now, they have a very good chance to complete as many mocks as possible.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And if you're in the later part of the journey, obviously it still stands. The second element is the quality element of the mocks, right?
Right.
In the quality element, basically try to emulate mocks as close to the CAT exam as possible. So in my particular case, what I did, so if I was taking a mock, I tried to take half an hour before my mock test just to sit, right, not doing anything. Because in an actual test, you don't actually start immediately, right? You take that half an hour. Because all the anxiety that you have, right, during the test, I wanted to emulate as much as possible. That half an hour just to meditate, just to think about, right? And basically, if you're giving a mock, right, don't talk to anyone before or after the mock, because
Absolutely.
that's the same kind of experience that you get. Second thing that I did was creating rough sheets. Sometimes we, take notebook and rough notebook and try to work on it.
True.
But number of pages and the amount of pages that we get are very less in number in CAT, right? Or limited, right? Not less. So I took rough sheets. I took A4 size sheets. I cut them in middle and I stapled them every day, right, before giving the mock. So I tried to
Wonderful.
make the rough sheet as close to what we get in CAT, right? To make that experience as close to CAT as possible.
Okay, that's really wonderful and very insightful for the CAT aspirant. So, of course, now my question will be how Hitbullseye have helped you in your CAT preparation.
So Hitbulls have been a lot of supported in my journey throughout. The first element is, right, since I have to cover a lot of topics in short amount of time. So the team provided me with access of lot of multiple batches, right? So I can cover my syllabus as quickly as possible. And obviously the material that Hitbulls have online is really great, right? From all the PEs to all the practice tests that we have, right? I think those were really exhaustive in type of questions, amount of questions. I think if a student, completes at least those elements, right, they will, it will really help them.
Okay, wonderful, Himanshu. So, last question of the day for you, Himanshu. Have you started preparing for the VAT and for the interview so far?
I have reached out to a few of my contacts that are already in IIMs, just to get to know their experience of how their process went, what documents are required, and how the interviews went. But I'm yet to start with the entire process.
Okay, so Himanshu is yet to start with his VAT and interview preparation. So, all the best, Himanshu, for your admission to the Dream College.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. So, we'll be back shortly with another experience with another student. Thank you. So, we have another student with us, Sagaljeet Singh. He is He is currently doing his BTech from CCET in Electronics and Communication. He is in his final year, and this year in CAT 2022 he scored 99.76 percentile. So firstly, congratulations Sagaljeet.
Thank you very much, ma'am.
How are you feeling right now? That is my obvious question to you.
It's feeling great. It's taking time to sink in.
Wow. So, Sagaljeet, because all of our viewers and other CAT aspirants, they want to know from how long you have been preparing for CAT.
I've been preparing for around 15 to 16 months since August last year. So I think starting early provides you a good base.
Absolutely. So, Sagal, have you given any CAT before this time?
Oh, and this is my first attempt as I'm in the final year of my graduation.
Oh wow. So Sagal, I would say this was your first and best shot in CAT and you scored 99.76 percentile. Wonderful, Sagal. So of course, all of us we want to know about how did you prepare for the CAT. So what according to you was the most important part of the CAT preparation strategy?
Taking regular notes, giving mocks regularly, and their analysis is the most important part. I think we should be regular with these three things to
Absolutely.
get a stable score at the end.
Absolutely, Sagal. And if I may ask, how many mocks did you write? Any idea?
Approximately around 40 to 45 mocks in total I have given.
Oh, wow. So you were, of course, taking mocks in practice and you were analyzing mocks.
Yes, ma'am. Analyzing each section, I was analyzing differently in which section I was strong and which was weaker
You
for
were
me.
weak in.
Yes.
So, if I may ask, what were your weak sections or what were your strengths in the CAT exam?
My strongest section was quant. It
Okay.
My scores were always stable in that section, and the other two was always fluctuating.
No wonder why engineers excel in the CAT exam because they have their strength in the quant, which is why they score so good, figure in the CAT exam, isn't it, Sagar?
Yes, ma'am.
So I'm sure even you have given JEE exam.
Yes, ma'am. I've given JEE mains.
So according to you, like which one was the toughest one? The JE or the CAT? I know it is stupid to say because CAT and JE are equivalent in terms of difficulty. But what do you feel?
I think CAT was easier because I found its subjects more engrossing and I found more interesting rather than JEE subjects.
All right, all right. Well, I'm sure most of our viewers they will assume that JEE and CAT are again one of the toughest exams in India, and as far as JEE is concerned, yes, it is considered as the toughest one. So, currently, after getting this good score, which colleges are you aiming at?
Ma'am, I'll be targeting the top IIMs, ABC,
Okay.
and or other non-IIM colleges like FMS, MDI.
Okay, all
Yes.
right. So, have you started preparing for the VAT and personal interview sessions as of now?
I've started preparing about the GK, the general knowledge, current affairs, but I've got to prepare more thoroughly.
Okay. So, Sagal, of course, the most obvious question, which definitely we want to ask as you are our student, the Hitbullseye it's again. So, how Hitbullseye has helped you in your CAT preparation?
As we started early, so Hitbullseye provides you with a strong base. The notes,
Sagaljeet, all my future endeavors to you and congratulations to you, to your parents. Your hard work paid off.
thank you very much, ma'am.
So thank you so much. That was all for today's video. For more such insights, for more such experiences, stay tuned with us. Thank you.